Hi friends, it is me, Katie. I am just going to set this up so Zoom people are muted when they come in. Hi Cam. You the best. All right. No time for pleasantries. We gotta do some yoga. All right, so we'll get started just in a comfortable seat today. And there's a playlist on the chat if you want to use it, Cam. And then for you Facebook Live people, if you want to use the playlist, I listed it just right above the video. So feel free to play some music on your end if you would like. We'll start in a comfortable seat, so take a moment. You can sit up on top of a pillow, blanket, block if you have one. And just take a moment. I'm going to pin this video. Take a moment to kind of get your wiggles out. So if you want to move around a little bit, I think it always feels good, especially in the morning, to just kind of stretch, move, explore, notice what feels a little bit tight or stiff. Kind of noticing how you slept, if you slept a little bit weird on your neck or your shoulders, and then eventually find stillness. So as you settle in, just find length in your spine, find length in the back of your neck, draw up through the crown of your head. Relax and soften through your face, soften through your shoulders. Close your eyes. And then start to bring more awareness and more attention inward. So notice how your body feels, not just physically, energetically, emotionally. It's funny, right before class, I stubbed my toe, and I feel like this anger inside of my chest just from stubbing my toe. So just things like that, just notice what you feel, where you feel it. Start to notice your breath. And then next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can and hold at the top in fullness. See if you can even sip in just a little bit more. And then when you're ready, big open mouth sigh, let it go. Do that 2 more times. So inhale, fill up, hold in fullness. See if you can keep holding your breath, but relax and soften around it. And then when you're ready, big open mouth sigh, let it go. Do that 1 more time. So biggest inhalation you've taken all morning long. Hold at the top, and just any stress, anxiety, any heaviness you feel like you're holding, just visualize with your mind's eye as you exhale. Breathe it out, let it go. Seal your lips gently now and start to bring in your Ujjayi breath. So I'll even say start to engage your Ujjayi breath. So there is a gentle effort that you put into your breath. You're using the muscles in your belly, in between your ribs, and even in your chest to expand and inflate. And then as you exhale, you're using those muscles to push the air out. So really, as you expand, you're just stretching those muscles, and as you contract, as you exhale, you're engaging a little bit. You're finding that connection to center. So take a moment, just connecting with your own breath, finding your own internal rhythm. See if you can feel every single breath travel all the way down into your belly and your low back. With each exhale, find emptiness, so draw navel to spine, and find your center at the bottom of each exhale, that intrinsic strength. And as you feel ready, no rush, but eventually take your breath with you and transition onto your hands and your knees. So tabletop position is where we will eventually end up. And then if you've taken my class before, you know where to go. So anything that feels good, cat-cows, hip circles. Maybe you want to sit all the way back into child's pose or even hero's pose, a kneeling position, and stretch your arms to the sky. Maybe you want to come all the way forward towards cobra or up dog. So there's really no right or wrong. You're just exploring. How does your body feel this morning? Feel your breath move through you, and imagine you could send your breath into all the little tiny nooks and crannies inside of you. So starting to create more space with your breath. And I'm going to say give yourself about 3 to 5 more rounds. So staying here, just exploring your own intuitive movement a little bit longer. And then when you're ready, we'll find our way back to our first downward facing dog of practice. So you can get there in your own time and in your own way. As you move into your down dog, reconnect to your Ujjayi breath, fire it up even more. We're going to explore our down dog in a slightly different way today. So bring your feet about hips width distance apart if they're not already. Keep both hands rooted, and you're just going to roll onto the outer edge of your right foot, the inner edge of your left foot. So you kind of windshield wiper your heels over to the right, and then lift your hips really high. Take one more full round of breath here. Flex your toes. And then next time you inhale, come back through center. Windshield wiper your heels to the left. So you come onto the outer edge of your left foot, inner edge of your right foot. Lift your hips, press them back. So everybody's going to feel this stretch in a slightly different place. So just feel into your own body. What do you feel? Take one more round. Inhale, come back to center, and you can either go once more to each side if you like that, or if you want to go somewhere else, that's fine with me. So wherever you choose to be, just make sure your breath is right there with you. Keep lengthening from your fingertips up to your sit bones. Keep lengthening through your side bodies. Keep creating lots of space in between your shoulders. So think of moving your shoulders out away from your ears. Keep breathing really big, really deep. If you're taking those windshield wipers with your feet, with your heels, come back to center, and then take one more great big huge breath into your down dog. At the end of your exhale, you'll bring your feet to the top of your yoga mat so you can step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Once you've arrived there, inhale to a halfway lift, spinal extension. So feet hips width distance apart, maybe a little bit wider, all 10 toes face forward. We're going to take a little twist. So bend your left knee a lot, bring your left fingertips to the ground under your chest, reach your right arm to the sky. Straighten your right leg as much as you can. Stay rooted through the big toe mound of your right foot. And imagine you're trying to drag your right hip towards the back of the room. Reach up like you're touching the ceiling with your fingertips. Take one more breath. End of your exhale, unwind and switch sides. So bend your right knee, right fingertips on the ground, left arm to the sky. Straighten your left leg as much as you can. Stay rooted through the inner edge of your left foot, but think of reaching your left hip back, back, back. Crown of your head forward, spine long, left fingertips towards the sky. Take one more round as you exhale, twist. End of your exhale, unwind. We'll stay in our forward fold for a couple more breaths or so. So if you want to take ragdoll, if you want to bring hands behind your head, interlace your fingers. So just give yourself a moment to be in your fold. Notice where you're holding the weight in your feet. Make sure you're not rocking back into your heels. Keep your weight slightly forward. Imagine you're trying to lift your sit bones towards the sky. So I say this a million times every single practice because I feel like it's so important if you can figure out how to find this engagement. So imagine you've got a rope attached to your belly button right now and it's pulling up towards the ceiling. So even if you have a great big bend in your knees, you still want to create that action of lifting your sit bones up and engaging through your core. So each time you exhale, navel draws towards your spine, and from that place you can dive a little deeper, fold a little further. So this is how we work the pose rather than just chill and hang out and wait for the next pose to come. Nothing's really happening. We want to work the pose with our awareness, with our breath. Next time you breathe in, again find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then let's take a reverse swan dive all the way up. So come through your halfway lift and continue to rise. Inhale, take your arms to the sky. Exhale, draw your hands into your heart center. Let's flow for a moment. Inhale, high mountain stretch, tall. Exhale, slow swan dive down, forward fold, traction out your spine. As you inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, listen, plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale, lower just halfway down, strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, press back up, high plank. Do it again, exhale, halfway down. Come to your knees if you feel like modifying. Inhale, press back up, and then as slow as you can go, exhale all the way down to your belly. One strong straight line. Find a back bend variation of your choice. So baby cobra, full cobra, up dog, sphinx, Spider-Man cobra. You might take an extra couple breaths, just moving around a little bit, exploring your back bend. So really feel that opening through your front body, that length through your front body. Feel your back muscles hug around your spine. When you're ready, we'll take it back to downward facing dog. So here we are again in down dog. Give yourself a few deep breaths. You can explore it in your own way. So anything that calls to you, or just be still and feel the movement of your breath within your body, that expansion and contraction. Maybe you focus on the little teeny tiny micro adjustments, so the ones that I can't see with my eyes if I'm looking at you, but you can feel them on the inside. And sometimes I think those are the most powerful adjustments. Those are where we find those little secrets, those little keys that unlock the poses for us in a new way. So never ever think that you've arrived in a posture. There's always more to discover. Use your breath, fire it up. Big, spacious inhales, strong, steady exhales all the way to emptiness. Let's take one more inhale. See if you can lift your sit bones a tiny bit higher as you push the ground away. Exhale, gaze forward, empty out, step or hop, top of your mat, forward fold. Once you've arrived, go straight into your halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, bow, fold in. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, rise to stand. Inhale, stretch your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, inhale, take your arms up, stretch tall. And as you exhale, just cactus your arms, find a little baby back bend, open it up. Inhale, re-extend, realign your spine. And exhale, slow swan dive down. Traction out your spine as you dive, then fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Take your vinyasa however you want to. So you can add a couple push-ups. You can skip it all together. You can take it on your knees. You can substitute cat-cows. Maybe you want to spend an extra breath or two in your back bend. We'll see you back in down dog. All right, this time from downward facing dog. On an inhale, take your right leg to the sky. So today, I don't care if you keep your hips square, if you open up your hips, just take a moment to really find length and space. So how much length can you create from your fingertips all the way up to your right toes? Can you feel that invisible rope pulling up on your belly button? Really push the ground forward and down with your hands. Lengthen through your spine and your side bodies. Take one more big inhale, spread through your right toes. Exhale, soft and slow. Step your right foot to the top of your mat like you're stepping over something. And then as you're ready, rise up to crescent lunge. So front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. Hips are square, inner thighs face each other, low abdominals are toned. As you draw navel to spine, see if you can lengthen your spine a little more, lift your heart a little higher. Take your arms to the sky. Breathe. So take a moment to just feel this posture in your body, to be in your crescent lunge, to breathe into it. Take one more big inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So turbo twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Back knee bends and hovers above the ground. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Keep your spine long, so keep drawing up through the crown of your head. Weight should be nice and centered. Imagine you're trying to pull your right hip back and your left thigh forward. If you want a big challenge, gaze back over your right fingertips. See if you can bend your back knee a little more. Take one more full round of breath. Excuse me, and then at the end of your exhale, unwind, come back to crescent, arms reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands come down. Keep your left hand rooted and reach your right arm to the sky for another twist. So legs strong, especially your back leg, power in your back leg. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Imagine you want to pull your right hip towards the back of your mat, but keep that deep bend in your right knee. Hug your right knee towards your left armpit. Twist from your center, reach up like you want to touch the ceiling with your right fingertips. Take one more full round of breath here. End of your exhale, listen, unwind, crawl your hands over to the left side of your mat, parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift. And as you lift and lengthen, see if you can reach your arms out to the right and to the left. Palms face the ground. Bend your knees if you need to, if it's helpful. So think of a long line from the top of your head back to your sit bones, like you're sticking your butt out behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. And imagine you're trying to press your hands up towards the ceiling. And at the same time, you're trying to press your chest towards the ground. So feel your back muscles squeeze around your spine. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Wide-legged fold, about 3 to 5 breaths. You can explore it any way that you want. So maybe you grab your ankles or peace fingers around big toes. Maybe you bend one knee, then the other. Maybe you bend both knees and then straighten both legs. So lots of options, lots of ways you can explore. Big deep breaths. Just notice, feel, and observe. So notice, do you have your weight nice and even through both feet? Are you rocking back into your heels, or is your weight forward in the front half of your feet just ever so slightly? Keep your heels on the ground so they're not lifted, but they're not really heavy. All your weight's not back in your heels. Imagine you're trying to lift your butt, lift your sit bones towards the sky. That invisible rope is still pulling up on your belly button. Next time you breathe in, come back to a halfway lift. Fingertips can just stay on the ground this time. Crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Rotate your toes to face forward. And you're just going to step your back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway again. So lengthen, realign. Exhale, bow, fold. Now root through your feet, lead with your heart, rise to stand. Inhale, take your arms to the sky. Pause here in your high mountain. Bring more weight into your right foot. Float your left knee up into space for standing staff. Flex your left toes, hug in with your inner thighs. Draw your low abdominals in. So find your balance here, find your breath. And then as you're ready, we're gonna find a figure 4. So outer left ankle, top of your right thigh. Sit back, hands to your heart. Weight is in your right heel. Both sit bones are reaching back. So as you sit back, your right glute should be engaging. And then your left glute, your left hip is stretching. Keep a little tone in your belly. Heart lifted. If there's somewhere else you want to take this, you're more than welcome to. You've got about 2 more breaths. Keep the flex in your left toes. Keep actively pressing your ankle into the top of your thigh. And even imagine you're trying to drag your left knee towards the left. So it won't actually move. It's an energetic movement. One last breath. Inhale back to standing staff. So arms reach up, left knee lifts. If you want to challenge yourself, see if you can extend your left leg forward without leaning back. You don't have to get it all the way straight. Draw your low abdominals in, stand taller. Take one more inhale. Like you're moving in slow motion, exhale, low lunge. So left toes all the way to the back of your mat. See if you can touch your fingertips and your toes at the exact same time. Once you're in your low lunge, from here, we'll take it back to a three-legged down dog. So right leg to the sky. You can go straight into your down dog, set your right foot down, or exhale, come forward, your variation of plank to chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, lift your heart. Keep your shoulders down and back away from your ears, little tone in your belly. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, once you're back in down dog, take a moment to reconnect. Feel your breath. Fire it up again if you've lost it. Next time you breathe in, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. And today, whatever feels good, hips square, hips open. You can bend your left knee, flex your toes, point your toes, floint your toes, whatever you want. Just do it with awareness. So really lengthen from your fingertips all the way up to your right sit bone. So think of lifting your right butt cheek really high. And then imagine that invisible rope pulling up and tugging back on your belly button. Take one more inhale. Exhale as soft as you can, like you're stepping over a big object. Left foot steps forward, lunge. As you're ready, rise up to your crescent lunge. So take a moment, settle in, find stability. Front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. Hips square, low abdominals toned, chest lifted. Reach your arms up, spread your fingers wide, maybe take your gaze up. Breathe down into your belly. So just feel this posture from the inside out, maybe even close your eyes. Take one more inhale. Exhale, turbo twist to the left, right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends. So back knee hovers above the ground, and imagine you're trying to pull your back thigh forward. Squeeze through your inner thighs, broaden through the front of your shoulders. If you want a big challenge, gaze back over your left hand. See if you can get a little lower in your back leg. Take one more deep breath. Twist, twist, twist. Inhale, crescent lunge. So unwind, gaze up, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands down. Keep your right fingertips on the ground, left arm to the sky. Another twist. Squeeze through your inner thighs, back leg strong and powerful. So imagine if a little toddler wanted to come sit on your back leg. If Dane came and sat on your back leg, you wouldn't want your back knee to bend. You wouldn't want that back leg to collapse. So back leg is strong. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Twist from your center. Reach up like you're trying to touch the ceiling with your left fingertips. Take one more full round. End of your exhale. Unwind. Now crawl your hands all the way over to the right side of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift. And then again, see if you can keep this nice long spine. Reach your arms out to the right and left. Palms face the ground. If it's helpful, bring a little bend into your knees. So butt sticks out as the top of your head reaches forward. And then imagine you're pressing the backs of your hands towards the sky, your chest towards the ground. Feel your back muscles squeeze around your spine. Take one more inhale. Lots and lots of length. Exhale, let it go. Bow forward. So about 4 breaths in your wide-legged fold, anywhere you want to take it. Just notice, feel, and observe, and see if there's any way you can get more out of this posture. So just think of getting all the juice out of the pose. Feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. Keep the weight nice and even through your feet, so make sure you're not rocking back into your heels and locking out through the backs of your knees. You want your quads, the front of your thighs, to be engaged as you stretch through the backs of your thighs through your hamstring. Take one more full round of breath. Next time you inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, crawl your hands to the top of your mat, rotate your toes to face forward, and then just step your back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, spinal extension. Exhale, bow, fold in. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, reverse swan dive. Inhale, take your arms up, do float your right knee up. So as you root into your left foot, right knee floats, standing staff. Squeeze through your inner thighs, flex through your right toes. Find your balance, find your breath. And then from here, we'll sit back, one-legged chair, figure four, hands to your heart, outer right ankle, top of your left thigh. Keep that flex in your right foot. Reach both sit bones back. So you want to feel the strength in your left glute. And then your right glute, your right outer hip gets to stretch. Breathe into that space. Imagine you're trying to really press your outer ankle into the top of your thigh, and even energetically, imagine you could pull your right knee to the right without anything actually moving, so it's an energetic movement. Take about 2 more rounds. Weight is primarily in your left heel, little tone in your belly, heart slightly lifted, face soft. Next time you inhale, back to standing staff. So arms reach, right knee lifts. If you want, you can extend your right leg forward. Think of pressing out through your heel, drawing through your low abdominals. Take one more inhale, reach taller. Exhale, slow motion, low lunge. Fingertips and toes touch down at the exact same time if possible. Once you're in your low lunge, we'll take it back to a 3-legged dog. So left leg all the way back and up. Breathe in here as you lengthen. Go straight to down dog, or exhale, come forward, plank to chaturanga, your variation. Inhale, lift your heart. And with your exhale, take it back, down dog. So take just a moment in your down dog, walk it out, reconnect to your breath. Notice what's going on inside your body. Physical sensation, energetic sensation, emotion. Just notice what's present. Notice what you feel. Take one more great big inhale. Fill up. Lift your sit bones even higher. Lengthen your spine even more. Exhale. Look forward. Step, tiptoe, or hop. Top of your mat. Forward fold. Once you've arrived, spinal extension. Breathe in. Exhale. Bow. Let it go. Root through your feet. Take it all the way up. Inhale. High mountain stretch. Exhale, hands to your heart, and we will flow. Breath to movement. Here we go. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, cactus your arms, little baby back bend. Keep your low abdominals toned as you open. Press your hips gently forward. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, slow swan dive all the way down. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. Keep that exhale going, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, peel your heart open. Exhale, take it back, down dog. Big inhalation, right leg to the sky. Exhale, softly, like you're stepping over something, right foot forward, lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise up, reach up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, turbo twist to the right, left arm forward, right arm back, back knee bends. Squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale, come back to crescent. Reach up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Get ready for another twist. Left hand down, inhale, right arm to the sky. Follow with your gaze. Exhale, unwind, crawl your hands over to the left side of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Reach your arms out to the right and to the left. Exhale, fold. Let it go. Inhale, again, halfway lift. This time, fingertips on the ground. And as you exhale, crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Step your back foot forward, forward fold. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, bow. Root through your feet. Rise all the way up. Inhale, arms reach, and left knee floats up, standing staff. Flex your left toes. Exhale, figure four, hands to your heart. Sit back, get low. Inhale, standing staff, maybe extend your left leg forward, try not to lean back. Slow motion, exhale, low lunge, fingertips and toes touch at the same time. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high. Straight to down dog, or exhale, come forward, your variation, plank to chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. Don't lock out your elbows no matter how high you lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, big inhale, left leg to the sky. Softly, slowly, with awareness, exhale, left foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge, strong legs. Exhale, turbo twist to the left, right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends. Inhale, back to crescent, unwind. Maybe a little gaze up. Exhale, hands down, get ready for another twist. Right hand on the ground, left arm to the sky, inhale. Exhale, unwind, crawl your hands to the right side of your mat, parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, reach your arms out to the right and left. Back muscles hug around your spine. Exhale, let it go, fold. Draw your belly button in and up, reach the crown of your head towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, this time fingertips stay down. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, step your back foot forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bow. Root through your feet, rise up. Inhale, take your arms up, float your right knee up. Flex your right toes, exhale, figure four, sit back, weight in your left heel, get low. Inhale, standing staff, maybe extend your right leg forward, squeeze through your inner thighs, push through your heel. Exhale, low lunge, slow, controlled transition back and down. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Straight to down dog, or exhale, come forward, chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts. And exhale, hips lift, down dog. All right, great big inhale into your dog pose. That's one round down, one more to go. Exhale, gaze forward, step or hop. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow, fold in. Root through your feet, rise up. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms to the sky. Maybe close your eyes a little more this round. Exhale, cactus your arms, open it up. Tone through your low belly. Inhale, re-extend your arms, realign your spine. Exhale, heart guides all the way down, forward fold. With your inhalation, lift halfway. How much length can you create from the top of your head back to your hips? Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat, chaturanga. Slowly lower, strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift, down dog. All right, you guys, listen here. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, or the outside of your tricep. Maybe you even add a little push-up, bend your elbows. Don't let your butt drop. Inhale, three-legged dog. Last one. Exhale, knee to your nose, and then step your right foot through, lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, slow rise. Exhale, turbo twist to the right. Left arm forward, right arm back, back knee bends. Inhale, back to crescent. And exhale, hands to the earth. Left hand stays grounded. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Follow with your gaze, open up. Exhale, unwind. Crawl your hands to the left side of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Reach your arms out to the right and left. Lots of space. Exhale, bow. Belly towards your spine. Crown of your head towards the ground. Empty out. Inhale, come back to your halfway lift. Fingertips on the ground. Exhale, crawl your hands forward. Step your back foot forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, reverse swan dive, take it up. Inhale, arms reach, left knee lifts, flex your left toes. Exhale, figure four, sit back, get low, hands to heart. Inhale, back to standing staff, option to extend your left leg. Exhale, low lunge, slowly with control. Listen here. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high. Stay here or open your right hip, bend your right knee. Great place to stay. This is an awesome hip stretch, or option to flip your dog. Right tiptoes come down behind you. Lift your right arm, reach it forward. Turn your heart to look up at the sky. Take one more full round of breath. And then everybody, end of your exhale, regular down dog. So both feet, both hands to the ground. Take a moment, walk it out. Now listen, next time you inhale, roll forward or rock forward, high plank. Come to your knees if you'd like. Exhale, chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, lift your hips, down dog. All right, listen carefully. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. So your little corkscrew twist. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left to left. So maybe the outside of your left tricep, possibly add that push-up. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, softly step your left foot forward. Inhale to your crescent lunge, strong legs. Exhale, turbo twist to the left, right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends. Inhale, back to crescent, unwind. Exhale, hands to the earth. One more twist, right hand stays down. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, unwind, hands to the right side of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, reach your arms out to both sides, lots and lots of length. Exhale, fold, belly to your spine, crown of your head towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. With your exhale, crawl your hands forward, spin your toes forward, and step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. You're almost there, stick with me. Exhale, let it go, forward fold. Root through your feet, rise up. Inhale, take your arms up, float your right knee up. Exhale, figure four, sit back, get low. Inhale, standing staff. Maybe extend your right leg, push out through your right heel. Slowly exhale, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Now listen, exhale, open your left hip, bend your left knee, squeeze your outer left glute. Great place to stay. I love this stretch, so stay here and breathe, or flip your dog. Left foot comes down behind you, heart rotates open, press your hips towards the sky. Breathe down into your belly, feel your back muscles hug around your spine wherever you're at. One more big breath. End of your exhale, everybody downward facing dog. Walk it out. Ha. With your next inhale, rock it forward, high plank. Come to your knees if you'd like. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And then your choice, exhale, child's pose, embryo pose, or hero's pose. So just a kneeling position, seated meditation. Take a moment here. Reconnect, kind of recalibrate. So if your breath is sped up, if you've lost it altogether, now is your time. Slow it down, smooth it out. Fire it back up, engage it once again. Just notice, feel, and observe what is going on inside my body right here, right now. I'm going to say, take about 2 or 3 more, just kind of restorative breaths. And then we'll meet on our hands and our knees, so just the tabletop position. So as you set yourself up in your tabletop, wrists under shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide, knees under hips, draw your belly button in and up, and think of pushing the ground away from you with your arms. Keep the back of your neck long so gaze is down at the ground. Next time you breathe in, take your right arm forward and your left leg back for a spinal balance. So reach actively through your fingertips and push through your back foot, so like you're trying to press it onto an invisible wall. Your hips should be square. All right, keep everything the same, but just bring your right hand to your low back to your sacrum. Feel this, do my hips feel nice and even, or is my left hip higher than my right hip? So level out your hips, inner thighs face each other. Now, see if you can start to twist your upper body to the right. So look to the right and let your chest, let your heart follow. Reach your right arm to the sky. So right now what we're doing is just like a revolved half moon, but we're balancing on our hand and our knee. Take one more full round of breath. See if you can reach up higher, twist further. Now listen, keep your left leg lifted, unwind your upper body, set your right hand down. Pivot on your right knee so your right foot comes to the outside of your mat like a little kickstand. Left arm to the sky. So this is just like our balancing half moon, but we're balancing on our hand and our knee right now. We'll get to it later on our foot. So stay here or take your left arm forward and stretch your left side. Stay here, or if you'd like, move into a bind, bend your left knee. Reach back, grab hold of your left foot. Kick foot into hand. Pull hand back into foot. See if you can rotate your heart up. Look up at the sky. 2 more rounds wherever you're at, your fullest expression. End of your next exhale, slowly release, unwind, come back to hands and knees. And then we're going to take it back to down dog. So curl your toes under, lift your knees, lift your hips. Bring your feet out to the width of your mat, and you can walk your feet forward just an inch, just a little tiny bit, not a lot. Take your right hand to the outside of your left ankle and grab hold. If that's too much, you can grab the back of your calf, the back of your knee, but get as low as you can. Keep your left shoulder strong. Use your right hand against your leg as gentle leverage. Gaze underneath your left armpit. Keep lifting your hips. Keep lengthening your spine. Keep breathing. Each time you exhale, think of twisting and gently wringing out. Take about 2 more rounds. Good job. End of your next exhalation. Unwind, regular down dog. So both hands, both feet on the ground. Kind of readjust your stance. Walk it out for a moment. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Exhale ever so softly, right foot steps through. Now from here, crawl your fingertips forward and float your back leg up. So think of a warrior 3, but with your fingertips on the ground, or if you have blocks or books at home, you can use them underneath your hands. Bring your right hand up to your low back, to your sacrum. Feel just like we did when we were on our hands and our knees. Do my hips feel nice and square, or do I need to lower my left hip down a little bit? Might be helpful to bend your standing leg a bit more. Now start to look over to the right, and then really start to work that twist. So imagine you're trying to rotate your heart to look up at the sky, eventually reach your right arm up. Keep your back leg strong and powerful. Press with your back foot. Lengthen through your spine. Twist from your center. Breathe bigger and deeper. Take 1 more round. Use your exhale to twist, twist, twist. End of your exhale, left leg stays lifted. Unwind your upper body. So right hand to the ground, left hand to left hip, and then we'll open up to our regular balancing half moon. Peel your left hip open, stack it on top of right. Keep your left leg really strong, really supported, so all the little muscles in your left leg are working. Left arm to the sky. If you want to move into the bind, you're welcome to. Bend your left knee, reach back, Grab hold of your left foot. Kick foot into hand. Pull hand back into foot wherever you're at. Give it about 2 more deep breaths. Fullest expression. If you're holding onto your left foot, slowly release, re-extend. Great big inhale. Everybody lift your left leg higher. Exhale, all 10 fingertips to the ground. Bring your left foot down next to your right foot, big toes touch. Tuck and curl, little tiny potato bug ball. So get small, curl into yourself, butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. Breathe. If you'd like, you can wrap your arms around the fronts of your shins. Give yourself a great big squeeze. Next time you inhale, find your halfway lift. So set your heels down, spine parallel to the earth. Listen here, exhale, fold. Step just your left foot to the back of your mat, so you're in a lunge. Take your right leg all the way back and up, so you're in a 3-legged down dog, right leg to the sky. Bring your right shin forward for pigeon pose. So right shin, top of your mat, set your body down gently. Right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat. Pull right hip back, left hip forward, so you're hugging towards midline. You're plugging the femur bones into the sockets. And then as you're ready, you can start your bow forward, humble pigeon. If you'd rather take this on your back or in a seat, please feel free. You've got about 7 to 10 slow, deep breaths. Even as you bow forward, imagine you're trying to drag your right hip back towards the back of your mats. And if you want to go deeper, you can scoot your back knee back a little bit further. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Take about 3 or 4 more deep breaths here. Slow, steady, and smooth. If you'd like, last exhalation can come out your mouth. And then slowly begin to lift your upper body. We're gonna find our way into a seat. So just nice and easy, let your hips open, sit over onto your right butt cheek, swing your left leg around. Take both legs out in front of you for a moment. You can kind of lean back, give your legs a nice little shake out. And we're gonna find boat pose here. So lean back. You wanna stay balanced on your sit bones, not roll back onto your tailbone. So lean back, but lift your chest up. I'm gonna start with my hands behind my thighs. Flex your toes, squeeze in with your inner thighs. You can stay here, or if you want extra support, you can also bring your hands back behind you like I'm doing now. See if you can lift your feet up off the ground. Maybe reach your arms forward. If you want a big, huge challenge, straighten your legs. All right, so you can stay here and hold, or option to come with me. Take a big inhale, lift your heart. As you exhale, low boat. So you're gonna lean back, hover your upper body, hover your legs above the ground, draw navel to spine. Inhale, high boat, lift. Exhale, low boat, lower, draw belly button down towards the ground. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. This is great practice if you're trying to get your handstand. Exhale, lower. So stay connected to your center. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, inhale, lift. Cross your ankles. Rock forward. Plant your hands. Step or hop back. Plank. Move through a vinyasa or skip it. We'll see you back in downward facing dog. Reconnect to your Ujjayi breath. Next time you inhale, left leg to the sky. Stretch it out. Exhale softly, left foot steps through. So from here, again, you're gonna crawl your fingertips forward, float your back leg up. So if you have blocks or books at home, you wanna use them under your hands, that's wonderful. If not, I just have my fingertips on the ground, that works too. Left hand to your low back, to your sacrum. Do my hips feel nice and level, or do I need to lower my right hip a little more? Most of the time, we need to lower our right hip a bit more. Bend your standing leg if it's helpful. Take your gaze to the left, and then start to twist your upper body to the left. Back leg stays strong. Squeeze your inner thighs. See if you can reach your left arm up. Maybe gaze up at your left hand. Twist more. Back leg strong and powerful. Twist from your belly button. Reach forward through the crown of your head. Take 1 more full round. With your exhale, work your twist. End of your exhale, right leg stays lifted, left hand comes down. Open it up the opposite direction, so right hand to right hip. Squeeze your outer left butt cheek and peel your right hip open. Stack it on top of left. Balancing half moon, right arm to the sky whenever you're ready. If you want to take the bind, go for it. Bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Kick foot into hand. Pull hand back into foot. I'm realizing we didn't do this one on our hands and our knees. We didn't do this side, so I'll get to it. I promise I'll even you out. So you're doing the hardest part first. You can look at it as you're getting it over with right now, the worst of it. Take 1 more full round. If you're holding your right foot, slowly re-extend your right leg. 1 more big inhale. Now exhale, fingertips to the ground. Right foot comes down to the top of your mat. Big toes touch. Little gap in between your heels. Tiny little potato bug ball, tuck and curl. Good job. Breathe into your back body as you inhale. As you exhale, draw navel to spine. If you want to wrap your arms around the fronts of your shins, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Go for it. 1 last round. Inhale to a halfway lift, spinal extension. All right, this time, exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale to slowly lower. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, just hands and knees, just tabletop. All right, so let's even ourselves out. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread your fingers wide, push the ground away. Back of your neck is long. Take your left arm forward, right leg back. So find a nice, long, strong line from the tips of your fingers back to your right heel. Bring your left hand to your sacrum and feel, are my hips level? Can I adjust? Take your gaze to the left. So just like we just did when we were balancing, same thing, gaze to the left and then start to twist your upper body to the left. See if you can reach your left arm to the sky. Keep your back leg strong. Twist from your center. You can use your right hand. Push against the ground. Use that to leverage your twist. Take 1 more full round. End of your exhale, keep your back leg lifted, unwind your upper body. So left hand down, pivot on your left knee so your left foot comes out like a little kickstand. Right arm to the sky, modified side plank. Press your hips gently forward. Reach your right arm forward. So this is just like our balancing half moon, but this time we're balancing on our hand and our knee. Stay here or bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold. Kick foot into hand. Pull hand back into foot, possibly turn your heart to look up at the sky. Breathe, take 2 more breaths, your fullest expression. End of your next exhale, release, unwind, hands and knees. Take it back to down dog. Bring your feet out to the width of your mat. You can walk your toes forward just a little bit. So it should still feel like you're in a down dog, not a forward fold. Your hands are still your foundation. Take your left hand to grab the outside of your right ankle, back of your calf, or back of your knee. Keep lifting your hips and lengthening your spine. Keep your right shoulder strong, and each exhalation, use the leverage of your left hand against your right leg. See if you can twist. Gaze underneath your right armpit. Take about 2 more really great, big, huge breaths. Good job, my friends. End of your next exhale, unwind. So regular downward facing dog, readjust, kind of walk it out. All right, now let's take our pigeon on our left side. So inhale, left leg high. And exhale, pigeon pose, left shin forward. Left knee towards the outer left edge of your mat. Pull left hip back, right hip forward. So you're hugging towards midline, plugging the femur bones into their sockets. And as you're ready, start your bow. 7 to 10 breaths. If you want to take this on your back or in a seat instead, that is always, always an option. Breathe. Visualize your breath moving all the way down into your outer left hip. If you want to go a little deeper, scoot your back knee back a little further. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. About 3 more rounds. Exhale out your mouth anytime you'd like. All right, slowly begin to lift your upper body, transition into a seat. So just nice and easy, sit over onto your left butt cheek, swing your right leg around, take both legs out in front of you. You can lean back onto your hands, give your legs a nice little shake out. And then we're gonna lower all the way down onto our backs this time and set up for a bridge pose. So feet on the ground, knees bent, heels line up right underneath your knees, and feet are about hips width distance apart, all 10 toes face directly forward. Arms down by your sides, exhale, pull your belly button down, scoop your tailbone up, and then inhale, peel your spine 1 vertebra at a time off of your yoga mat. You can take any variation you want or invitation to come with me. So if you're coming with me, you're going to bring your arms into what I call robot arms. So bend your elbows, palms face each other, fingertips face the sky. And then take a moment and kind of shimmy your shoulders from side to side. See if you can get your shoulders closer together underneath you so your chest lifts a little bit more and opens a little more. Think of bringing your elbows towards your ribs or towards your body rather than out towards the edges of your mat. Keep the back of your head pressing down, little lift in your chin. Press down through the backs of your arms, through your triceps and your elbows. Take a big inhale, see if you can lift your hips higher. Then as you exhale, lower just your butt down. So you're creating a tunnel underneath the middle of your spine. If you can see me, I'm moving my arms so you can see better. Inhale, lift your hips. You keep your arms in robot. Exhale, lower just your butt down. So you want to imagine you're trying to create a tunnel underneath your mid-back. If I had a rolled up yoga mat or a foam roller, I should be able to slide it right underneath the middle of your spine. Keep lifting and lowering slowly with control. Every time you lower your butt, try to lift your ribs and your chest higher. So you're making that tunnel even bigger. And then I want you to feel what it feels like to find mobility in your mid-spine. It's a place most of us don't really know how to mobilize, kind of gets ignored. Our upper back and our low back move really easily. Our mid-back gets a little bit stuck. Feel those muscles around your mid and your lower spine hugging in as support. So learn to engage those muscles to support your spine, to support your back. Take about 3 more rounds. If you're not with me, you can take about 3 more breaths wherever you're at. So every time you lower, your chest lifts, your ribs lift. Every time you lift your hips up, think of reaching your knees and your shins forward, so like you're trying to lengthen through the front of your thighs. Finish the round you're on, and then work your shoulders out from underneath you, lower down 1 vertebra at a time, so roll it down. When you have your spine back on the ground, tee out your arms or cactus your arms. Keep your knees bent, feet on the ground, but walk your feet out to the width of your mat. And then just take some windshield wipers with your knees. So let your knees fall to one side and then the other. You can go as slowly or as quickly as you want, back and forth with your breath. Next time your knees fall to the right, keep them there. We'll take about 3 or 4 rounds. You can bring your outer right foot to the outside of your left knee if you want to. Take it just a little deeper. So if you have your right foot on the outside of your left knee or thigh, use your right leg to encourage your left knee forward and down. Imagine you're trying to press the back of your left ribs towards the earth. Breathe. And then as you're ready, just switch to the other side. So knees fall to the left. Maybe left foot to the outside of your right knee. Breathe deeply. When you feel pretty even on both sides, bring your knees back up. For a moment, keep your feet wide and just let your knees fall in towards each other. So this will open up your low back, your pelvic bowl. I would say give yourself about 3 rounds of breath here. If you want, you can bring one hand to your heart space, one hand to your low belly. Just breathe. Visualize your breath moving all the way down into your low back. Soften your face. And then any other poses, movements, stretches you want to take to complete your own practice. Give yourself just a moment to do so. So maybe you want to switch it up, bring your feet together, let your knees fall open. Maybe you want to take a happy baby pose, perhaps a full body stretch, perhaps one last inversion. So anything else that is calling to you. And as you are ready, just start transitioning into your final relaxation, your final resting pose. And as you do so, I will read you a little poem by Jeff Foster. It's called The Courage to Stop Running. Okay, it says, trauma is the invisible force that keeps us running, restless, in pursuit of some intangible goal, caught up in some unnecessary activity, addiction, compulsions, distractions, makes us escape into thinking, makes the body feel unsafe, makes the present moment into an enemy. If we slow down, if we stop, if we rest, if we simply do nothing, then we will have to face ourselves. We will have to face buried feelings, all the shit we were running from, all the darkness, the gunk, the muck, the loneliness, the aches, the boredom, the night, and the emptiness. Trauma says, run, do not stop. Trauma says, just keep going. Stopping is unsafe. We start by proving to ourselves that it is safe to rest, that it is safe to be still, safe to do nothing just for a moment, safe to think our thoughts and feel our feelings, and not fix the moment in any way. We can begin one moment at a time to digest all the undigested things inside. Stay with sadness for a moment longer. Be present with our joy or shame for an instant more. Breathe into our anxiety instead of running from it. Become curious about our discomfort instead of distracting ourselves with unnecessary food, drink, drugs, sex, shopping, internet, thinking, talking, overworking, seeking, more thinking, rumination, fantasy, false hope. We can challenge the core story at the heart of trauma, that the present moment is unsafe, that the body is somehow working against us, that feelings, sensations, or thoughts are dangerous, that stillness and silence equal non-existence, and that we do something in order to be worthy and loved and whole. It takes courage to stop running. It takes courage to lean into the storm. It takes courage to touch the darkness inside with the infinite light of our curious attention. It takes courage to break the addiction to futures and be present and breathe and not know. So for these last few minutes, I will leave you here. Just allow yourself to be courageous and be still. Stop moving. Allow what comes to come. Allow what goes to go. And allow yourself to just be curious about it. To just be the space that holds it all and know that you are safe. Thank you so much for joining me. Cam, you're the best. Everybody else, those of you on Facebook Live, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. So stay in Shavasana for as long as you can, and then end your practice, seal your practice the way you like to do. Thank you guys so much. Namaste.